Hey, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Well, what we got going here today is another tribute video to Original Goat. And this time we're doing my Demkos. My Demko goat modification kits. Right here is a pineapple titanium. Original Goat, this is a L-Max Shark's Foot blade. This is the 8020S model, 3.2 millimeter thick blade, in between 3.2 and 3.3 millimeters. Feels very substantial feeling knife. And this pattern is shark's tooth. This is a titanium shark's tooth. As a matter of fact, I think I was going to show you a comparison between just a regular stock titanium and one that's been polished. Just got a little nice shine to it. And the one that's been polished looks a lot smoother and more refined. This is the fresh finish from Original Goat. This one right here is fresh finish. This is a fresh finish too, but it's also been polished. It's a fresh finish that's been repolished by myself. You can see the inside. That's the difference in that. I just want to point that out. So this is what the fresh finish looks like when you receive it raw and you haven't done anything to it yourself. It looks perfectly fine just like this. But you know me, I like to take it to the next level. And this one's just like the Engage that I just showed you, where I didn't do anything to the lock bar or didn't polish any other parts. This one is totally unpolished. It's just been a kit that's been put together with a stock knife. The knife that this knife came from, it was purchased brand new. It's never been used. This is one of my collectors. This is the Spear Point non-slotted M390 Demko blade. It's got a saber flat ground blade. And these are the Original Goat titanium scales, shark's tooth scales with the fresh finish. And they had all these knives have skiff bearings in them. Have the skip bearings in them, and they all have Lynch Northwest milled titanium pocket clips. Absolutely love it, people. I love the way it sounds, the sound that titanium knives make, the audible sounds that you hear. It's got like a more of a thump to it. It feels like it's like the difference between a small dog and a big dog's bark. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Or the difference between a high performance let's say a high performance Harley Davidson motor and a high performance Japanese motor. They got the Japanese motors got that high winding sound, whereas the Harley motors got that deep thump, thump, thump. This would be the Harley motor. This is more of a thump. Absolutely love it, people. Titanium Goat. This is my aluminum Goat. This one's the most carried. Of all these knives on the table, this is one that's been carried all the time. This one and my Purple Haze, and I also have an orange one that I carried a lot too. Orange A20S. The A20S is my favorite model, people. Of all the Demko knives. I want an A20. I want the heavy duty, the thick heavy duty model, just to collect. I'll probably carry it a little bit, but when it comes to carrying one, I'm going to carry one of these. Because I like the 80-20 because it's lighter, thinner, and it's just more comfortable to carry. They all weigh like right around 5 ounces. Even when you modify it, this one modified weighs like around 6 ounces. Like 5.9 or 6 ounces, something like that. It's very easy to carry. Very easy to carry. I carry this one, for a lot. It's one of my favorite knives of all time. This one right here. With the aluminum scales. And like I always point out to you guys, I always like to get the titanium ones because I mainly get the titanium ones because I like to collect them, people. I'm being honest. The ones that I will carry will be the aluminum ones. The aluminum ones always get the most pocket time with me because they're just lighter. They're just easier to carry. And it's the same knife, you know, with probably, you know, almost the same strength. You know, as much strength as this knife is stronger than you'll ever need a knife to be. You know, I'm sure this one's stronger, but, you know, how much stronger do you need a knife to be than this? You know, let's be real. Unless you're doing something, if you're doing something where you really need that much strength in a knife, you're probably should be using a fixed blade. And I'm just keeping it real, people. But, you know, the aluminum ones, you know, I hear some people talk about, oh, I'd rather have titanium. You guys could have the aluminum. Whatever. All I got to say is that the aluminum one is light. It only weighs a little bit more than G10. If you want to have a metal knife that's very strong and very durable, but not heavy, go with aluminum. You know, get 6061 aluminum or 7075 aluminum. Either one works very well for knife handles, and you'll be happy forever. Be happy forever, people. That's all you need for these. Aluminum. Titanium is smooth though. You know, because I know a lot of people like having a, you know, extra heavy knife and, you know, one that feels like super stout and super strong. That's when you get the titanium. If that's what you want to have, you know, super strong and super stout, titanium all the way, people. Titanium all the way, because there's probably nothing, you know, in a handle material for a knife that's going to be more, you know, because if a knife this thick that was made out of steel would be just way too heavy. But, you know, titanium, it's cool. It's a little bit too heavy for me, but I know a lot of people like the heavy knives. And this is an awesome one too, the pineapple pattern. I like that. Oh, and this one has the jump backspacer on it. Titanium backspacer. This one I didn't do backspacers on it. This has the stock spacers that came with the knife. And this one has a jump backspacer from Original Good also. Aluminum. This one's done in aluminum. And next we're going to move on to the 80-20.5s. This is my titanium 80-20.5 from Original Goat. This is the Original Goat kit. This was one of the original kits when the Original Goat first started up, people. When they first started doing the Demko knives, when they very first started, that's why I was like getting into the Demko knives. And yes, they got my business. That's when I first found out about Original Goat. I was one of their first customers. But this one's not a solid kit. This one's not a linerless kit. This one's more like a cover. You know, like the way that they, you know, all of you that have the 80-20.5, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like a cover that goes over this full stainless steel liners. This is the one that has the full stainless steel liners. This was one of the original 80-20.5s that you were able to get when they first came out. They were like $159. Now you can get them for like $94. You know, like a knife center. You know, regular places you get them for like $94, under $100 now. You can get this knife, which is still cool. You know, under $100 is an awesome deal. But absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And this again is another perfect knife. All my Original Goat knives are perfect. And this one's like featherweight compared to this one. This one weighs like about 4.5 ounces, if I remember right. And this one's more like about 3.8 ounces or something like that. But, you know, you can really feel the difference. This one's got the V-groove matching backspacer, aluminum backspacer. And this one's got the ceramic coating. I think it's like the olive, I'm not sure if it's an olive drab or like a forest green, something like that, ceramic coating. Doesn't really look olive drab to me. Looks more like a foresty color. Original Goat. And this one is the D2, and this one is, oh, they're both D2 knives. Both of these are the K110 Austrian D2. This pattern right here is called Nuts. The other pattern is just a plain pattern. And my titanium model, it's just plain. This one's called Nuts, supposed to simulate like no nuts and bolts. But those are my original goat kits from my Demko knives that I have. The Demko knives I have that have original goat kits installed on them. Those are the knives. Absolutely love them, people. Absolutely love them. To me, the Shark-LOK is the top of the food chain. When it comes to folding pocket knife locks, I like the Shark-LOK the best, people. I think it's the most easy to operate, most easy to use, and most fun to own. But it does have like a dark cloud over it. Not over so much over these, because these are easy to get. The 80-20.5s, you know, because they're being produced in Taiwan, there's plenty of these everywhere to get. You're not going to have a hard time finding 80-20.5s. But my little thing I have, because I've been trying to get a 80-20, I was trying to get one of these forever too. You know, I was trying to buy them brand new first, people. And I just couldn't catch the drops. These two came off of eBay. I overpaid for these two. Overpaid for these two. But all the rest of them that I got off of eBay, I bought used ones that needed a little bit of refurbishing or something like that. And I got them all in between like $200 and $300. I think one might have been $350. I think the most I ever paid for one was $350. And those were all the D2 models, non-slotted models. And the non-slotted model is my favorite model. And that's the reason why I was trying to get one of the new 80-20s that were coming out, the Well Shark with the knife center, because they're making non-slotted ones. I don't want one with a slot. If I'm going to spend a lot of money for something, I'm going to get exactly what I want. I'm not going to get something that I'm going to settle for. That's the way I sort of think about things when they, you know, start to get really expensive. I think they need to be exactly what you want if you're spending, you know, $300, $400, $500, right? I don't think they should be something that you're settling for. That's just me, people. And I really, you know, the slot's cool, you know, but I'm a non-slot person. I like a solid blade. I'd rather just have a thumb stud and no slot. That's just me. Yeah, it's just me. But, you know, these work just fine, you know. And they're even making the cub. They have a non-slotted cub, but that knife is just too small for me. I think it's really cool, though. I think it's really cool. You get it with aluminum handles, or you can get it with the G10 handles, I think it is, or the carbon fiber. And it's really cool, but it's just that the knife is just, itself is just smaller than I want. I don't really want a knife smaller than this. This is about as small as I want to go. It's like a 3-inch blade. Anything smaller than 3-inch blade starts just to be too small for me. You know, there is, you know, a couple knives that I like to use that I use all the time with, you know, little small blades, like my little Tough Light. That's one of my favorite box openers. I don't use these. I don't tear up my blades on, you know, good blades on boxes, people, because boxes are made with cardboard, and, you know, cardboard has sand and sawdust and all sorts of crap in it that's really hard on your blade. I'd rather use something like this where it's easy to resharpen. You know, sure, it'll go dull, but it's easy to resharpen. And it's super cheap. Tough Light. Hard to beat a Tough Light, people, for a box cutter. But anyway, these are my 80-20 series, 80-20.5 and 80-20S models that I've done original goat kits on. All of my kits are absolutely perfect. They fit. They went together perfectly, and they fit and function perfectly. The blades have solid lockup. There's no blade movement up and down, side to side, or anything like that. And it's just beautiful knives. It just, you know, increases the quality of your knife, people. These two kits right here are a lot different than the kits that they're making now. I'm not sure if I'm sure that they still make the kits for the stainless steel liner ones, but I bet you they're making like linerless kits now, where they delete the stainless steel liners like they did in a lot of the other knives. This one right here is the only one that's linerless. This one's linerless. Oh, no, I take it back. Both of these are linerless. All my other 80-20 Model S's, 8020S models are like this, where they have the partial stainless steel liner in them. And actually, these are the ones I like to carry. You know, like the one in my pocket. It's easier to see it on this one. But these are the ones I like to carry, though. And these you don't have to put the hardened stainless steel line washers in them with the skip bearings, because the stainless steel liners are hardened. So it sort of deletes that. The 8020S model is my favorite knife, people. And you know, sure, like I said, I want an 8020, but I'm not really worried about it a whole lot, because I already have the one I like the best. I just want an 8020 because I don't have one. You know, it's the one that I don't have. It's the one that's evaded me. I guess you could call it my grill knife. And I want a non-slotted 8020. And I want to get one with a stainless steel blade too. You know, either like a 20 CV, M390, or Magnacut would be the ultimate. A Magnacut Wilshire, non-slotted Wilshire. That's my grill knife. But anyway, people, I'm done talking about these. Probably rattled on too long about these two. Peace out. Stiletto. Have a great day.